Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear mothers, we welcome you to our program titled Mother Talks, where we'll be talking about solutions and tips to deal with children and their behavior. And we're gonna talk about this in the light of Quran and Sunnah, and of course, the scientific evidence. And the goal that we are working towards is to raise our children in the best way. And the best way is the Sharia way. The best way is the way that our Prophet ﷺ taught us to raise our children. And the best way is, of course, the way that will make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy. In today's episode, we'll be specifically talking about how to get our kids into a routine where they have fixed eating times, fixed sleeping times, and fixed snack times. And it sounds almost like magical. And inshallah, we'll talk about this in depth. But before we talk about this, let's ask ourselves the question, why should we get our kids into a routine? Look at this scenario. Suppose you're working in the kitchen and your child starts crying and he's 2 years old. You start panicking because your child is hungry. You haven't prepared his meal beforehand. Now, it'll take you like 6 to 7 minutes to prepare his meal. You give him something to distract him. But he's not going to stop crying because children's patience is very, very low. When you have finally prepared his meal, you give it to him. And the child is going to think that you gave him that meal just because he cried. And this attitude is not healthy because this is going to instill in him a thinking that he will get his way only through crying. So the mother needs to wake up beforehand, wake up early in the morning, and prepare his meals in order to have a hassle-free day. Now, I mentioned something about low patience. Kids do have low patience. Prophet ﷺ made that point during an instance when he was sitting amongst his companions and one of his companions gave him something to eat and there was a kid present in that majlis. Prophet ﷺ gave that kid something to eat first, saying that the kids have low patience. We all parents know that parenting requires a lot of discipline and system. And when your kids are born, you know a big responsibility has fallen on your shoulders. In the beginning, we mothers feel really happy and comfortable, and we enjoy that bond with our child, the love bond with our child. But later, sometimes we get fed up, and we want a break because it's an all-time job. So how can we make it fun all the time? We need to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for blessing us with those children. And we need time for ourselves, for our family, for our husbands. And we can only make that time for everybody if we manage ourselves properly, if we have structure in our lives, if we follow a fixed sleeping and waking up time. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made an order in this world. He has constructed in this world in such a way that there's order for everything. There's order for night and day to come. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَجَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ لِبَاسًا وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ مَعَاشًا. We have made the night as a covering for you and the day as a means of livelihood so that you work in there. So if we have structure in our day, then we can even get our 1-month-old to sleep all night. And through research and by looking at other mothers' experiences, we can plan such a routine where our 1-month-old sleeps all night, where our kid sleeps all night, and make the nights and the rest easy for us. So now let's come back to our topic. How to get our kids into a routine. Fact number 1. The mornings have been made blessed for my ummah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made mornings blessed for us. The most amount of work that we can get done is during the first half of the day. And our metabolism is at its most active in the first half of the day. So we need to wake up early and manage our time. See, my routine is like this. My morning time is very, very active. So from Fajr to Dhuhr, it's very, very active. From Dhuhr to Asr, it's very relaxed where I'm sleeping with my children. Asr to Maghrib is the least active. And Maghrib to Isha is very, very relaxed. How have I managed to do that? Through forming a routine for my kids. Research has proved that the most amount of work that you can get done is during the first half of the day. And consider Prophet ﷺ's sleeping pattern and waking up pattern. He slept during the afternoons. He did qaylula, which is a short nap, and he slept straight after Isha. If we can't do this for our children, then let's do it for following Prophet ﷺ's way, for following Prophet ﷺ's sunnah. There's so much benefits in this one. And according to the latest research, napping in the afternoon is very beneficial and increases your capacity of working. And your capacity of working decreases after every 8 hours of work. So qaylula is like, in that scenario, very, very beneficial for you and very important. And also, according to another research, 70% of your sleep requirement is fulfilled in the first half of the night. Now let's get to point number 2. Point number 2 is being patient and calm when raising kids is the key. If you want your kids to be into a routine, you can get them to do that through patience. I cannot stress enough how important this is. I used to be so impatient with my kids, so impatient with the people and with the way I dealt with people in general. And when I heard this hadith, it changed my life. Prophet ﷺ said, patience is in the beginning of a trial. You don't know how much this hadith impacted my life and how much this changed my kids too because of the way that I behaved with them. Remember, when your nerves get on an end, it is the test of your patience. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing you. आपके बच्चों में ठहराव इसी तरह ही आ सकता है जब आप patience हो. Don't lash out when you're angry at them, when they pressurize you through crying. See, Suday's mother, Sheikh Suday's, who's the Imam of the Kaaba, whenever she felt really, really mad at him, she made dua for him. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make him the Imam of the Kaaba. So we should utter something really positive or just be quiet. Sometimes when I'm really, really mad, I feel like uttering really bad words. But I say them in my head. It's okay, I think. At least it's not written by the angels, Kiram and Katibin. So patience and being calm is the key. So these were the 2 points that I wanted to mention today in today's episode. Inshallah, in the next episode, I will be talking about real problems, real behavior issues that our children have and how to deal with them. Stay tuned for our next episode and subscribe to our channel, Muhaddis Media, and like our Facebook page. And inshallah, we'll see you in the next episode on behavioral issues of the children and how to deal with them. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.